Land Rover says that the average owner waits about 100,000 miles or 7 years before they take their new rigs out into the dirt. Well, clearly, we take this LR3 out into the dirt quite a lot. But in this video, we've got something truly special because not only are we off-roading this 06 Land Rover, we've got the latest and greatest in modern technology. And here comes my dad in it right now.
Yep. Check it out, dude. The brand new Defender. After almost, 25 years of being out of the market, we got a proper off-roader. So how are we gonna figure out which of these two is better and how much Land Rover technology has improved over the last, 20 years?
I say we set up a little race and see which one is better. Shoot, I had such a good lead.
And I am passing him like the wind.
Hard on the brakes. That is a butt clencher moment right there, I'll tell you what.
All right, Tommy, here are the rules of this race. This is the start finish of the race, and we're here at the Ironclads, which is basically, think of it as a giant lollipop. You go up, you come around the lollipop, and you come back down. The first person to come back down here and claim the good old American flag wins. I just want to thank Flatiron's Land Rover here in Broomfield for lending us this first edition Land Rover to take off-road. That's a lot of trust, so thank you guys. But the cool part is somebody actually traded in this classic 95 Land Rover for one of the new ones, and this one's also for sale, so 80K or 65K, the choice is yours. Visit them by clicking on the link below. When that LR3 was made, it was one of the most off-road worthy Land Rovers you could buy. Of course, the Defender wasn't around, at least not officially, but there are differences between the new 2020 Defender and the old LR3. Tommy, you want to go over them?
Well, here in the US, there was no such thing as an 06 Defender, right? The Defender died in the late 90s here in the US, but the Discovery carried on, and even though these look very different, there are a surprising number of similarities.
Yeah, first and foremost, they both have air suspension, which is great because it allows you to lift the vehicle and get over big pointy rocks.
That's right, and they both have unibody construction, more or less, and they both have terrain response.
What they both don't have is, of course, a ruddy big V8.
Yeah, that's right. So this is an old school 4.4 liter V8. That's got a super sophisticated forced induction straight six.
Yeah, and even though it's only a 6-cylinder, it still has more horsepower. 395. What do you got there?
Yeah, like 300, and it weighs a couple thousand pounds more, so it's going to be an interesting comparison. Nope, that's wrong. Hang on, I gotta back up.
Don't you dare hit me in this new Land Rover, dude. All right, and the race is off. I hate eating dust, but with this car's suspension in its highest mode, it is just eating itself.
Let's see if we have a chance of beating the new Defender. It's pretty simple, guys, why I'm gonna win. I've got 142,000 miles. This Land Rover is worth like $5,000. And with good tires and super comfy air suspension, I have no issue whatsoever pushing it to its limits. I have something like 12 inches of ground clearance with this slight lift and oversized tires. I also have a super sophisticated for 2006 terrain response system. It just cruises over anything you throw at it at basically any speed.
As this is my first time behind the wheel of the Defender, here's a quick good, bad, and ugly review. Let's start with the good, the styling. Sure, it's not as rugged or as squared off as the outgoing Defender, but it's a whole heck of a lot better than many of the very kind of urban chic current Land Rovers and Range Rovers. Also, the air suspension is, well, a treat. You don't have to go to the store, spend a lot of money lifting the Defender, because it comes with basically a pre-lifted system that lets you go from highway comfort to off-road ability. Now the bad, the brakes are way too touchy. And finally, the ugly, it needs bigger and more aggressive tires from the factory. I understand that most people are going to take this down Hollywood Boulevard and not up the ironclads, but nevertheless, a set of much beefier, much more rugged off-road tires would give this Defender the much needed off-road ruggedness that it needs. And that's an easy fix.
This is the start of the trail, so I'm gonna have to raise the air suspension and engage the low range. So neutral, low range there, air suspension up. I've got a pretty solid lead, but that all depends on how long it takes this car to go into its off-road height. I selected an off-road mode right there. Actually, I'm gonna go into rock crawl. Let's give that a whirl. Oh my goodness, they have caught up. Come on, Land Rover. Shoot, I had such a good lead, but the air suspension took a hot sec to kick into life, so I think my dad planned for this a little better than I did.
All right, Tommy, you're heading toward the Razor Rock, so I'm gonna follow you, but I think you should go up first.
All right, here I go. Terrain response is working hard.
I'm not gonna follow him. I'm gonna use this as a way to get by him.
Come on, I'm gonna go nice and slow.
Why do I have to follow him when I could get next to him and pass him? Just like this.
Oh, what the heck?
By the way, Tommy, I decided not to go up the Razor Rock. Sorry.
Come on, Land Rover, work it, he's passing me.
He's working hard. And I am passing him like the wind.
Rip! Come on! Come on, Land Rover! You can figure it out!
And sorry about that, Tommy. I just thought it was a good time to, use a little bit of a shortcut.
So we're coming up on truth or dare. Of course, truth is left, dare is right. Truth is easier, dare is harder. Which one are you gonna take?
Ooh, great question. I think I'm going to do probably the easier side. How about you?
You know what? This is a new Defender, and I'm definitely going to take Dare. I want to show off this vehicle's capability because it's really all about just how good this thing is off-road. So I'm going up the hard side.
Right, well, that's your loss, Dad. That's your loss.
Actually, I'm not. It's about a race, and it's about winning, and I'm going to win this thing, so I just faked him out. I'm going up the easy side.
And he took the easy side. What the heck was that?
Sorry, I think I got confused.
I thought this was Dare, not Truth. Sorry, dude. I guess I went up the easier side.
Never gonna get in front of you like this.
Alright, big rock, big rock. This is why it's Dare. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Up the hill. Come on. Keep it going. Whoa. It's working hard. Now this Land Rover does not have the HD off-road package, so I don't have the rear locker, which was available. Alright, now I could go left and follow my dad, but I'm going to go right here and take a shortcut, which I happen to know is quite tricky. But, am I worried? Yes. To be honest, but anything to beat my dad. That's the plan.
All right, I am way ahead of Tommy since, I took the road more traveled. And you know what? This is a vehicle that doesn't belong to us. It belongs to the dealer. So if this were ours, I'd probably put it in a little bit more danger. But anytime you go out, you get the chance of doing trail damage. And I'm just not one of those guys who can drive it like I stole it. Now, the great thing about this Defender is it feels super solid off-road. I've got it in its terrain management mode, and it is just eating up this terrain. Compared to the Lr3, it's just solid. It's just well screwed together and feels a lot tighter. Of course, it's, 16 years younger as well. But beyond that, the vehicle also has just just a lot more, well, a lot more modern tech, you know? I feel like when I'm picking my way through these obstacles, I'm not really sweating it because this vehicle's technology does all the hard work for me. And here I'm going over a pretty big rock, and with ample ground clearance, this thing just scoots over. Looking at this camera, I can actually see through the front hood and see exactly what my wheels are doing.
This is my shortcut. I think I may have bitten off a little more than I can chew here, so let's crawl nice and slow. Hug the tree as close as I can. Hard on the brakes. That is a butt clencher moment right there, I'll tell you what. Woo-wee! Okay, come on, Land Rover. This is where you're happy you spent $5 grand on a rig and not $80,000 on a rig. Wowzer. But that's the thing, is you would not believe where these will go for such a small amount of money.
What the hell's he doing over there?
What the heck?
How'd you get there?
Whoa, 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 you cheated.
I did not cheat. I decided to take the man route.
What did I take?
You took the easy route is what you took. All right, I've had enough of this. I'm coming over.
Dude, that, oh man. Oh, I can't believe you are cutting me off.
How about that? Took that little cutaway in the trail.
That right there, I think, was the winning maneuver.
I think that's called the old switcheroo. And I got the roo and you got the switch.
Zipping on down the mountain now. All I have to do is hope this air suspension holds in there. It's held in there for 14 years. It can hold in there for another 4 minutes. All right, here we go. Oh yes, made it down to the finish line. It looks like I made it here first. Not a bad result. Yes. Now just to wait for the big cheese.
Tommy's over there waving the flag like it's the 4th of July, for God's sake. Again, double theft. What do you think, this is the 4th of July, dude?
Well, we're out here in Colorado.
Yeah, well, congratulations. I think we've proved that if you have a $6,000 Land Rover versus an $80,000 Land Rover, the $6,000 one's going to be more likely to win.
But I think what we also proved is that new Defender is incredibly capable and it is built tough for the trails with off-roading in mind.
So guys, thanks for watching, and remember, if you want to check out new reviews, where do they go?
TFLcar.com, and a huge thank you to Flatirons Land Rover in Broomfield, Colorado for letting us take their demonstrator out into the woods. How often will you ever see a dealership allow you to do that? So check them out if you're serious about off-roading.
Yeah, click on the link below. See you guys next time. And Tommy, this is getting to be too much of a pattern. I gotta win one of these.
All right, it sounds good.